wicked game. Well, I don't care what you call me, 'cause it won't hurt anymore. What else can you throw at me I haven't heard before? And tell me I'm down. Well, I am unforgivable. So why don't you just tell me what you really think of me? Scream me on down. I tell you yes, I know, no. Shoot me on down. Do you think this isn't killing me? But it's no more than I deserve. So I don't care what you call me. Oh, why? Well, I don't care what you call me. Oh, why? Just don't care what you call me. 'Cause it won't hurt anymore.
David Ford is playing live for us today on the Cafe, and that's I Don't Care What You Call Me, a song you may have heard before on the Cafe, a live version of the tune from I Sincerely Apologize for All the Trouble I've Caused. You put those two together, you listen to the emotional intensity of these songs, and a lot of people have got to see this as the confessional singer-songwriter album. These are songs about you. And I'm wondering if that's the case.
No, not at all, actually. They're kind of songs... I think they're probably more like songs about everyone. They're more like songs about you. They're as much songs about you and all of us as they are about me. But hopefully they're songs about subjects that everyone can identify with. Obviously the apologetic nature of the title and also of a lot of the material, I think, is partly a British thing. We tend to apologise for everything, even if we haven't done anything wrong. Like, sorry about the War of Independence, by the way. That's unfortunate. It's partly that, and it's also it's very difficult to go through life not offending people and upsetting people along the way. So.
But I wonder how many people out there would have the guts to actually sing that song to somebody as they break up. I mean, a lot of people would want to. I totally agree with you there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky thing, but I mean, it's not. But like I say, it's not anything I wrote about a breakup of mine. Unless maybe it's more about the breakup of a band than it is about breakup of a marriage or anything like that. But I mean, I think the two are very similar. I think there's a lot of parallels that can be drawn between the two. So I think a lot of that kind of theme of the record came out of that experience rather than any kind of like personal relationship crisis. Although I've had lots of that as well. We don't go into
that. One of the reasons why people have heard a lot of that song on the World Cafe already is it's one of the few on the original album that it's easy for us to play. There's a a lot of descriptive language on here, forthright language on here. In fact, the clean version sounds kind of like the clean version of a rap record.
Right, yeah.
With everything kind of
more silence than anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were going to put like comedy sound effects on chicken noises and cows and stuff, but
you made a wise
we
choice.
kind of thought it kind of detracted from the mood in somewhat. But no, I mean, I'm a big fan of guttural Anglo-Saxon language. I think that expletives are some of the best words we've got. I mean, it's a case of using them, sparingly. And someone said, you should use it as an exclamation point rather than as a comma. And if you use them in that respect, I don't think they're massively offensive.
Yeah, and I would say there's a lot of power in the performance of said words, in that without them, it's not quite the same. So it's interesting, but it's common for a lot of performers nowadays. Anyway, it has more to do with radio than anything else.
Yeah, it's an easy trick as well. Particularly if you're playing live, if you're chucking a few rude words, all the kids go for it because they think you're naughty.
Now, tell me if this is true. That one of the "Cheer Up, You Miserable," which we can't say, title of one of the songs, is actually a T-shirt now.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like a bit of a club you can join, the Miserable Persons Club. Just to sort of fly the flag and
I would think that would be
wear your badge with pride. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think the song itself isn't really about sort of being a miserable person. It's more like sort of accepting your shortcomings and sort of saying that I'm actually not the greatest thing in the world, and neither are you. But why don't we kind of get together and be mediocre all in one place? Which